Loops is the hottest email API service available to developers and no-code web application builders. They offer a all-in-one solution for marketing and transactional emails trusted by companies such as Framer and Perplexity AI. So this is your all-in-one because you can do automations, you can do email marketing campaigns, and you can do transactional emails. What's a transactional email? Well, a transactional email is often triggered by a specific action a user takes. For example, a password reset or a notification from within your app. In this Bubble tutorial video, I'm going to show you how we can use the hot off the press Loops plugin. So we don't even have to use the Bubble API connector, and we can connect to Loops and create a contact in Loops within seconds. So to do that, I'm going to go into my Loops account and get my API key, and then go into my Bubble app and plugins and search for Loops. So there are two plugins shown here. We're going to use the official one. I can't speak about or speak to this one by an independent developer. That's because anyone can create a plugin that connects to a third-party app. Whereas I'm going to go with the official one because that's what they've got documented, and I'm going to hope that they keep it up to date as their API evolves over time. So let's click install. And then I put bearer and I put my API key in just here. Now, on their documentation, there is only one API key field. Well, I mean, there are two because you've got different versions of your Bubble app. So I'm not sure why, but we'll try it out. We'll see why there are two fields here. Let's just give this a go. So I want to set it up so that when a user registers, they are created as a contact in my Loops account. So I'm on a page here that I've created for a different tutorial video. And if you want more Bubble tutorials, click the link down in the description, head over to our website. That when they register, let's add them in as a Loops contact. So before I send them through to their profile page, I'm going to go into plugins and find Loops. And here are all of the things that I can do with Loops. I want to create a contact. So the email is going to be the email field on the page. And then I have to give the user an ID, and Loops just recommends using the Bubble unique ID. So current user unique ID. Saying I must enter in an API key. Let's just put this in both places. Hopefully they'll fix that maybe even before this video gets published. Go back to the workflow. Yeah, it's not showing an error now. So if we go back into my Loops account, audiences. Okay, here is a contact. So let's run a test in the Bubble app and see if we can get a user to go across into the into Loops. So Matt, and I'll just do test at planetnocode.com. So Bubble's registered the user, it's made the API request, and it's redirected me to a new page. So that should mean that, yeah, there we go. We've got the new user added in, but it's missing these details like first name and if I wanted to add in other details. So let's just go back and we can create a contact there. I wonder if there are access to the other fields, or this plugin has literally only just come out. Yeah. Let's just check the documentation here. Anything about... No. Okay. I think what we can determine from that is that the plugin is just the basics about adding a contact. If you want to pass across other fields like first name, then you're going to need to go and check out our previous video where we connect to Loops using the API connector. There's no reason why you can't use both the Loops plugin and the API connector because your API key will be the same. It's going to be taking this, it knows it's taking actions on the same account. So you can use Loops to really quickly add in contacts into your Loops audiences view. But if you want to add in those extra fields, then you're going to need to go and check out our plugin, our previous video on Loops where we use the API connector, because that will allow you, when you create a contact, to add in these other bits of data. So if there's anyone from Loops watching, it'd be really great to find a way that we can at least do some of these core fields like first name, last name. But if you want to do that right away with Bubble, you're going to have to use the API connector and connect directly to the Loops API, and watch our video to find out how to do that.